um, well, my name is William Ntebe. I'm one of the founders of the Zwelihle Youth Cafe, and we're based here at this center, which is the RDP Center of Zwelihle. Um, we started this project in 2015 while I was still working for the fisheries department, and I well, it took me back to the previous department that I actually worked for, which is the Department of Social Development. And the Department of Social Development had a youth cafe program, which was a after-school program for children, for youth, between the ages of 15 and 25, if I remember correctly. And there wasn't one year in Zwelihle. So we started the Zwelihle Youth Cafe project in 2015, just as an after-school activity. At that stage, I was working for the Department of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries, based here in Hermanus. I just felt that I wanted to do something more than just the day job I was doing. That's when I looked at what are the gaps in the area, in the community. And at that stage, one gap was after school activities for children. So I went back to my previous job, which was working for the Department of Social Development, and picked up from the Youth Cafe program that the Department of Social Development was doing. I approached the local social development officials to find out if they would be interested in starting a youth cafe program here. And they said they wouldn't. Not that they wouldn't, but they didn't have it budgeted for. So we volunteered then to try to start it on our own. And we used our garage of our house here in Zwelihle, and we started with a TV and a PlayStation. Actually, my younger brother's old PlayStation. And for children doing their homework, they were rewarded game time. And it was meant to be just for the kind of the kids on the street, on the corner that were around where we were staying. But sure, it grew very quickly. And after I think it was a month, we were having about 60 children coming every afternoon trying to play games in this garage. So it became too much just for a garage from a safety point of view, but also just to manage the children. So we approached the business chamber and just businesses and organizations here in the Hermanus area. And there was one organization that was working in the high school of Zwelihle called Sparkle Kids. And the gentleman by the name of Theo Cranau and his wife Angie. They liked our idea of the youth cafe and offered to spread our request to their friends and their network that they were in. And then in July of 2015, one of Theo's friends, Rudolph, who's the owner of the Burgundy restaurant, and a group of his friends volunteered to renovate our house, to make our house into a youth cafe. And that converted our house then into a mini coffee shop with a takeaway, a mini computer lab, and a classroom upstairs. And then we had our own youth cafe, which was not funded by the Department of Social Development, but which was funded by people from Hermanus. And I think that's what really got us started in working together with people. And because from 2015, we've never been state funded, right up to now, but we've been people funded. We've been funded by people from Hermanus, our friends, our families, ourselves. And we've used what we had, second-hand, throwaway items. We used what we had, and we made it valuable again. So the items that others didn't want to use anymore, we used again. We made our youth cafe. And then in 2018, we got an opportunity to apply for space here at this RDP Center. This is an old skills training center in Zwelihle, and because of lack of funding, all the training programs ended. So what I believe is that we are the solution. Once we believe in ourselves, we'll be surprised at what we can achieve. And that's what I would like more people to know, that we've got so much ability and power in ourselves. We just need to release it, believe in ourselves, and we can overcome. Now we are here at in this RDP Center. We gave a proposal to the RDP Center to convert this into a small business innovation hub. My idea of a hope spot for the community, to bring hope, to bring positivity, and to focus on the light. There's a saying that a friend of mine told me about, and she said, you can be in the darkest room, but when you light one candle, it's no longer dark. And when you get more people to light candles, very soon it's the darkness that is surrounded by the light, and not the light surrounded by the darkness. And that's what we believe we are. We believe that we are the light. We bring light to ourselves, to our street, to our community, and to our network. And through that light is how we get to do things. By being positive, by focusing on solutions, we overcome our challenges. And when it gets difficult, we work harder. And that's how we do what we do.